While there are some lodges that provide some of these services, you'll get it all from the people at Temple Bay Lodge on Eagle Lake in Northwest Ontario, Canada. Bob and Peg Pollock have been providing 3 generations of successful fishermen with memorable wilderness trips. Their experienced staff of guides, dock hands, cooks, and housekeepers faithfully provide personal services that will exceed your expectations. All you have to do is bring your own fishing tackle, wearing apparel, and your desire to fish successfully, eat heartily, and sleep comfortably. Bob, Peg, and the Temple Bay Lodge staff will provide everything else. You can shortly experience success with one of the many species of Canadian game fish. Northern pike make their presence known with gusto. It's not difficult to catch your limit of 3 to 6 pounders each day, and the 10 to 18 pounders are seen regularly. Walleye pike are the most popular and everyone's favorite table fish. They commonly range in size from 12 to 21 inches. Any week from mid-May through the 1st of September, many trophies are taken in the 9 to 12 pound class from the great variety of fishing structures. Spreading its glistening surface over 68,000 acres, Eagle Lake has been charted into 2 sprawling arms with some 406 miles of shoreline. This amazing natural lake created by ancient glaciers is now fed by the Eagle River and several flowing tributaries from the south. After filling hundreds of fertile bays and the Great Central Basin, it spills out to the north through the Eagle River. The maximum depth of 110 feet is in the west, while the average overall depth is 22 feet. Hundreds of bays provide excellent spring fishing in the 5 to 15 feet depths. July through August is great for working the mid-lake reefs and rock piles in the 20 to 36 foot depths. Just follow the bait fish and you'll find the predators. The lushly wooded cedar and birch forests provide an ever-varying shoreline home for hundreds of varieties of waterfowl and beaver. There is ample space for the black bear to forage from island to island. It's a great habitat for the increasing population of the wandering moose. And of course, they're all watched over majestically by the great bald eagle.
You don't get it any better than that.
You could experience it all from the convenience and safety of Temple Bay Lodge's newest 16, 18, or 21-foot wide beam boats. They're powered by new 30, 40, or 115 horsepower engines. They're all equipped with depth finders to locate your fish, aerated bait boxes, live wells to keep your catch fresh, and plenty of undercover storage to keep the clutter down when you land your trophy. Each boat has its own marine emergency kit. You'll get timely maintenance of engines, batteries, and electronics from full-time mechanics. There is a well-organized inventory of bait buckets, landing nets, cushions, safety vests, beverage coolers, and ice. Dock services are provided from dawn to dusk every day of the week.
Punch 30.
Professional certified guides are available by the day or the whole week. You get on board their 21-foot Lund cruisers with 115 horsepower 4-stroke engines. Whether you take the guide boat service to or the fully equipped Angler's Boat service, you'll be treated to the same great fishing on amazing Eagle Lake. Anglers can be casting the rocky points or grassy bays for the savage northern pike. Or you can test your lightweight tackle on the acrobatic smallmouth bass. These late spring spawners are caught on artificial meps and rapalas, as well as on your special rigs with leeches or night crawlers. Or you may choose to cast the sunken cabbage beds just offshore and in the unsuspecting weed beds out in the middle of a huge bay for record-challenging muskies. Probably, though, the most popular method is to be drifting over the deep sunken reefs and rubble rock flats for everyone's palate-pleasing walleye pike. They can be caught with live bait on jigs or lindy rigs and on spinnerbaits and rapalas trolled along the deep reefs. After a good morning of fishing, your experienced guide will prepare an excellent shore lunch of your freshly caught walleye pike. You're in for a great treat with creamed corn, brown beans, potatoes, and onions. It's one thing to watch these traditional feasts, but you've got to come up and get one for yourself.
Best walleye I ever had.
When it's time to head back to the lodge, you will appreciate the helpful service of the young dock hands. They promptly care for the incoming boats and your catch of the day.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
Careful identification and tally of each boat's catch is assured by the dock hands as they carry them to the fish cleaning facility. The next time you see your catch, it will have been cleaned, filleted, wrapped, and properly identified for traveling across the border.
Your fish, we leave skin on them for identification across the border, for identification any particular time. Very important, fish is actually frying pan ready for when you get home with no problem. We double wrap them in plastic bags and also in wax paper. Walleyes we usually do first and then the northerns. Wrap the fish in peach paper, butcher paper, fully waxed on one side. We wrap it all in a straight flat piece for identification purposes. And we tape it and seal it, and then we do stamp it, the identification part of it. And there's your identification, 1 northern, 2 fillets, and then your boat number will be put on there and put in the freezer. We have a sheet here with all the boat numbers on it for the day, and then it gets marked over here in the deep freezer on the sheet, so we know every day what fish you brought in and how many fish. Then the fish is taken to our freezer over here, just put under storage in the proper pile. We've got 2 freezers in there. We've got a chest for dry ice. All the fish is packed in dry ice for the return trip home, also for the customer at Temple Bay Lodge.
While there are some lodges that provide some of these services, you'll get it all at Temple Bay Lodge. You'll experience the best value and service available. There are several package trips to choose from. You can drive up and arrive any day and leave any day of the week. Or you can enjoy the convenience of the regularly scheduled Canadian Fishing Express. You can start your trip from either of 8 different locations in Illinois, Wisconsin, or Minnesota. The Canadian Fishing Express is a luxury travel coach chauffeured by full-time licensed professional drivers. It's a fully air-conditioned, wide-body travel coach with comfortable reclining seats. It has individually adjustable reading lights, and you'll use the individually adjustable flow of refreshed air that's monitored by the driver. There is ample space in the overhead compartment for a few carry-on items like personal electronics, reading material, a jacket, and your favorite pillow. You'll be treated to some complimentary refreshments and a couple of entertaining videos on the monitors, which are conveniently placed throughout the coach. Once you get north of Duluth, Minnesota, you're in for a splendid scenic ride past the Great Superior National Forest. Winding through the picturesque waterways of northern Minnesota, arriving at your passage through a foreign port. It's a nice ride to the friendly border inspector and customs agents at Fort Frances, Ontario, Canada. From there, you're only about 200 kilometers, or 125 miles, to Temple Bay Lodge. And the scenery gets even more amazing. Watch out, though, for wildlife if you're driving up early in the morning or at dusk. Upon arrival, you'll be greeted by Bob and Peg Pollock and be given your cabin assignments.
How you doing? 1419. A lot of washrooms there, a lot of bathrooms there. You'll find your way as usual.
The helpful dock hands will assist you to your cabin. You'll have a unit with ample space for all your gear, with fresh towels and clean, comfortable bedding. Whether you're with 2 or 3 others or part of a large group, you'll be equally accommodated with a comfortable cabin that will fill your needs.
Now these are cabins 28 and 29. They're mini suites and overlooking beautiful Eagle Lake in that area there for you. All our cabins are lakeside. I'll show you some of the things here. Our full-size refrigerator for all your refreshments here. We also have a little sitting area here for your comfort in the evening. And also your air conditioning. Electric heat, fully thermostat over there for you. Got your cabins that can take from 3 to 4 people. Each person at Temple Bay Lodge is allocated to its own bed. Here again, we are in the Northwoods of Canada, but our customers sure do appreciate the comfort. Sometimes people say, well, we don't need anything for that comfort, but comfort is never refused at all once you give it to people. Here we also have our vanity over here for a little privacy in the cabin. And here we have our full-size bathroom for your convenience. 3-piece bath right in there, cleaned daily by our professional housekeeper. This is a daily service that we do provide at Temple Bay, and it's really good for the guests. They come back at 4:30, 5 o'clock and see their cabin refreshed, nice and cleaned up. And also, we have cabins for 6 or 8 people. And the larger cabins always will still have our larger bathrooms and maybe 2 or 3 bathrooms to take care of large groups so we're all not waiting in the morning before we want to go fishing. The lodge is really modern, all blacktop pavement right to the lodge. Gets you in there within a minute or 2 walking time with no problem at all.
When you arrive is check in with Shelley and I for your fishing licenses. Then you'll proceed over to Bob to get your boat number.
One guy? And you said just going to be rotating, or?
You'll then enjoy the first of many fine meals. The evening meals are carefully planned for a good variety throughout the week.
Here's our modern dining room, full service. We have a nice salad bar in the evening that's all set up here with a variety of salads for you.
It all starts with an amazing salad bar. Fresh vegetables, fruits, chilled pasta salad, creamy cucumbers, zesty bean salad, tangy tomatoes and onions, with your choice of a variety of special dressings.
Which one, apples or oranges?
There's a varied menu from day to day of the finest cuts of meat. Steaks and chops are carefully broiled in a full-service, professionally equipped kitchen. Personable waitresses prepare the angler's dining room and custom order individual preferences when you're ready.
Tonight for dinner, we have roast pork, with stuffing, sauerkraut, peas, and strawberry shortcake for dessert.
We have all diabetic desserts. We have diabetic syrup and jams and everything. And there are a lot of people today that are on low-carb diets. We have all of that for you.
Tantalizing homemade pastries are baked to perfection. Breads, rolls,
And as I mentioned, homemade desserts.
fruit pies a la mode, something different every day. When it comes to breakfast, you can order most anything, just the way you like it off the breakfast menu. Eggs over easy, scrambled, poached, with whole wheat or white, lightly toasted, bacon, ham, or sausage, crispy or well done. From one day to another, you'll have cinnamon buns, blueberry muffins, or pancakes, just one or stacked hot, freedom toast, and hot or cold cereals. It's all available every day. After all that, we'll get together for a short orientation and talk about the local fishing regulations and existing lake conditions.
When you go out with your boat and motor, please understand how to operate a boat and motor. As you know, you fellas have been coming up here for many, many years. We do get new equipment on a regular basis.
Then, we'll set you loose to explore your first day of fishing on Eagle Lake.
All right.
Yes, your boat is available on the day you arrive and the day you leave.
See y'all later.
See the blue coat?
That's a fish!
What does it measure? See the back of the walleye here? And you can even see the blue of the fin. The more in the tail, it's almost like a turquoise blue color.
By the end of the day, you'll see why Northwest Ontario has been called the land of amazing sunsets. But that sunset doesn't really mean the end of activity for everybody. For some, there's still time and energy for a change of pace. You can enjoy several sports events on satellite TV. You can enjoy a video lounge, a pool table, electronic games, and a hot tub. Temple Bay Lodge can provide it all. The Lodge has changed over these 3 generations because the owners are continuously involved in all operations of their 4-star facility. And yes, it's all available at Temple Bay Lodge on Eagle Lake in Northwest Ontario, Canada. You'll come once for the quality and service, but you'll return again and again for the hospitality and friendship.